Hello, friends, and welcome to this matchup in the Magic Key group in the Zelda 1 Randomizer 2024 SG Live online tournament. I'm Smilefires. I'm here with Fury this evening. It's a matchup between Kennedy and Sassagelink. We also have Deus Ex Machina tracking for us. So SG Live flag, Second Quest Overworld, no heart shuffle, and we started the vanilla start screen, so some routing potential there. What are we looking forward to in this race?
Well, I believe because of records the way they are in this tournament, this is more or less just it comes down to a bragging rights matchup between Kennedy and Sassagelink. So we're going to hope that it doesn't absolutely torture him this time. Let's hope for one that's at least somewhat friendly, although a red ring or a ladder right off the bat would not make me so happy. I want to see, let's see a little bit of skill before we start giving out the freebie combats.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm somehow 3 for 3 on commentating Kennedy's races, and the first one, there were just no keys around. So maybe we could get a little niceness in that aspect. But yeah, let's see what we're met with here.
If I recall, he had a pretty good showing against was it Sci-Town last night that he faced? It was pretty close for a long while.
Yeah, honestly, like both of his games that he's played so far were great. And he was like totally in them. Ooh, we got some. This is a dangerous screen with Lionel's right here.
They both made it, one with a little bit more health than the other. So what will be the enemy set rolling up to the overworld, if any? I see Moblins and Lionels, and I see Octorok, so I'm going to say that it's likely to be the Tektites that roll down, if anything, or it could be just a random chance at everything rolling up in its normal location.
Oh, we got any roads early on. We go to one of the river spots. Yeah, the White Sword Cave. That's not super great. And Eastern Armas.
Yeah, I mean, there is good east to west movement, at least, I suppose. And honestly, the river on its own is probably good enough for Death Mountain access, so 3 out of 4 were not terrible.
You also get the White Sword Cave checked off. You get to check this Armo spot, which is, hey, level 6.
I might check the 2 open doors, maybe a room or 2 past, just hope for a freebie key, honestly. Or,
sorry.
I was going to say, or you can have a push blocker immediately. That might actually be even better.
Yeah, what do we got?
The typical.
The transport. We got blue candles for 61 in a shop, but there's also a Take Any Cave at the Death Armos screen.
Alright, Dark Nuts in this 6. This is another push block room. I think we're bailing back to the starting room. Still think you'll look another room to the right. Maybe you go up and to the right in the blue bubble room. But that's about as far as I'd take this.
Yeah, well, take a look at that later.
Yeah, leaving's also fine. There's just one room they left behind, and it could just lead you on a wild goose chase into nothing and a waste of 2 or 3 minutes. So I don't blame. So it's Armos at Lost Hills or Armos in Grave?
And the red candle is at the Lost Hills Armos, so with overworld blocks of the wood sword being on, that means the wood sword can be candle blocked. So that adds a little intrigue.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see if Sassagelink either retries or if he's saved, if he just outright deletes and restarts if he sees the red candle here soon.
Yeah, you get a heart that way. We're only 3 minutes in. He's taking the transport staircase in level 6, so probably getting the same kind of look.
Yeah, it's not fun.
My Dark Nut's gotta be fireproof. Got another take any cave up in the tree in the northeast corner.
Sausage went ahead pirouetted to see what was to the south. It is a free key if he just wants to take the bop. Or, yeah, that'll work too.
Oh, it's a different kind of bop. Yeah, we got a key.
There are a lot of rooms in 6, typically, so you do have a chance of keys. We also see Woodsword has migrated to the Letter Cave in First Quest.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It is a little bit of a walk, but probably not going to have 2 players far apart with wood swords either.
Doesn't look like Sausage cares enough to reset into the red candle, which is fair. I think if Mags was still on a 10 to 14 roll, you might consider it just because you have that opportunity maybe to get a huge combat upgrade, but if it's at 13, I don't know that you're really hoping all that heavily to get it.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of, like, white sword if we find it is good enough, and there's a little bit more bumping into the white sword going on, depending on how thoroughly you need to clear out items. Alright, 4 bombs for Kennedy, who also showed us that bomb packs will cost us 17 out of the shops.
Level 9 on Candle Row is not something we can do just yet.
Be back there later.
Question will be, is it in like 30 to 40 minutes, or is it in an hour to 30 to an hour and 40 minutes?
Got a candle block take in a cave. That's already 3 out of 4 of them located between the 2 players. And Sassage is going to buy some bombs, so they both can get into some bomb caves now.
I think Sausage will be a little bit happier to find level 9, given the moblins beating him up pretty good on the prior screen.
That's a health refill right there.
And to confirm, Tektites are on the overworld, so it looks like overworld enemies are all in the overworld still. It does not prohibit dungeon enemies from pairing up. Like, you could still see a Darknut Wizrobe set down there, although we've seen enough of the Darknut set to know that's not true, but it could be like Korea Wizrobe or something.
I got 9 for the small secret to complement the medium secret of 31.
Yeah, the door repair also is a little bit lower than average, so that can help a little bit on second quest money.
I'm just hoping for merciful HP rolls on some of the dungeon enemies that we have today. Here's a level. Level 4 is at first quest level 6.
Just waiting for them to hit the large secret, and it's like 56 or 66 will work.
Yeah, that'd do it. The one large secret on a second quest overworld Can roll anywhere between 50 and 150, and we get 66, so not the most pleasant.
Small fires, you like segments?
Oh boy. Apparently I like 2 HP keys as well, if I saw that correctly.
Oh yeah, well, we saw that in the level 6 staircase. Sassage wasn't thrilled. I think Kennedy found out for the first time now.
And Sassagelink just found the 4th Teganin cave, so pretty healthy start.
Yep, very easy to get to the white sword item health requirement. The question will be what it is. I think he's trying to get this Gibdo to cooperate. I actually think well, if you're going to get it to work, you can almost just get it in that little corner that it's trying to go into now. Like, you can bomb it there. Like, I just bomb.
Got the bombs going back to Candle.
This will also work a little bit, maybe? There you go.
And dropped a key as well. Yeah, this was a big theme of the game that Kennedy played against Antlers. There were just no keys to be found.
Reset the room. Reset the room. No.
Oh!
Got a little bit too overzealous with trying to get the heart for free without resetting the room, so that key door will return.
And Sassage has found level 5 on the south coast and cannot bomb out of this shoot room. So welcome back to the Gibdos.
Meanwhile, seems like level 5 is keeping its standard of the first staircase you find will be the transport.
And we found some Gurias.
Alright, Kennedy, reset the room. There we go. Hey, he's learned from his past mistakes already. I like it.
Also got an accessible heart in level 5, so Sassage is already up to 7 hearts.
Yep, Kennedy will be at the 1 heart advantage unless he opts into a potion. Which I still think is the better play, probably. Hey! What a great form.
3rd segment.
That's a curious non-bomb wall. Now, not every wall has to be traversable in 4. It's only 1 and 3. But I'd still feel compelled to believe that there's probably something there. Whether it be Zelda's room, or a removed open staircase, or a right-hand staircase. Something like that would not surprise me. 3 HP super ropes, not bad.
Okay, so Gurias and Pole's voice together.
Could be worse. Will we have a segmented 5 as well? Nope, we just want to push block it all.
There is some coverage. I kind of think 5 fits into the bottom left space of the map of 4, maybe.
Alright, so which direction is Kennedy going to go? Is he going to try and work in this segment some more? I feel like you have to. I feel like it's more likely that this staircase down to the large segment down there is to the left in this room. Oof. Well,
That's not good for business.
Oh, I thought we were. I thought the top left was actually. Well, it does open the north door for what it's worth.
Yeah, there we go.
Because the game thought he came through this north door in that last room when he up an egg, so it's why it opened. Yeah, 76 for a bomb upgrade is normally pretty compelling, but I don't know. 66 is the large secret's kind of rough, but we'll take the try and run, I guess. Don't believe he found the item.
Yeah, I don't think so. But we'll likely get to see the coast item very shortly. Yeah, this screen is quite pleasant to get past.
Nope, just put the burnable item out there on the coast, so it takes us a while to get to it.
Oh!
Randomized game is randomized.
So the white sword item is the white sword, the coast item is the bloomerang.
Feels unlikely that we'll be getting that item at all, unless we have to world wrap and we can't be bothered to wrap around it.
Well, for some people that takes time. To avoid the ladder item, and ow.
Don't feel like that Gliok is particularly worthwhile. I understand wanting to clear it in hopes of it being the Triforce, but no. Oof. Yeah, I've kind of got the feeling that the Force item is going to be in that A column on the far left side of the middle segment. If it's not, it's going to be the transport over there, and it's going to be all the way in the last one.
Yeah, we're kind of running out of rooms to put things in here. Yeah, that's right. White sword was the white sword item in this Zelda 1 randomizer. Sometimes things roll what they usually are.
Magical Sword is in the Lost Hills as well at the bomb spot, so I don't know. It's in a convenient enough spot we might see it attempted at some point.
We kind of have an any road there.
Yeah, we have a lot of hearts already.
Alright, we're spending the key, we're skipping Gliak, and we'll see...
Well, you had to go in from this side, and it is another Gliak. So it confirms we're Lyra blocked out of the item as well. If this doesn't work out, you do just leave, in my opinion. It's, you can come back for this. 4's not that far out of the way.
Yeah.
The easiest way to get there is to any road to the river spot and just walk it.
Going okay so far. Yeah, I got it done. Level 8 is at the First Quest level 3 screen. The Western Green Cave. It's got also the Gria and Pole's voice set.
It's a lot easier to do now that we have the white sword, so I might start clearing some of these rooms 5 hits is not a terrible thing. 10 hits can be kind of annoying, or whatever they roll. That's a nope. That's letting him go up, that's for sure.
So 9 or 10 HP on the pulse voice, that's alrighty.
Yeah, it's normalized at least.
And now Kennedy is also here. Wasn't too bad of a Patra fight with sword beams coming in from the left.
Yep, white sword beams makes life much, much easier. Kennedy's going to take more time to clear this on average now just because of the way overall routing happened to go. Ooh. Temptation there.
He's kind of gone quite a ways in to make it up there as well.
Will he get trapped in one of these shutter door rooms? Not really. Not yet, at least.
Kennedy gets the map, and it's kind of sizable.
Nice. Crack out the math on stream, shall we? What do we think? 41 rooms? Someone in chat with calculator will get me here in a second.
I think you're right.
We did finally get the aforementioned shutter door trap. That was just a room too early. Now, 5 keys, you can start to be a little bit more liberal with your key doors, and that might pay off here, depending on what this is.
Kennedy just cleared it. It doesn't push.
Oh, I thought he was the room over. Well, never mind then.
Yeah, it's a little disappointing when you're thinking, hey, I want to spend keys now. Maybe.
Kennedy, meanwhile, I think this is a room that... I don't know that we've seen this one. Have we? No, it's one to the right of where Sassage is currently.
Yeah, Kennedy has pretty much lived down here, because that's kind of where he got the map, and so he's just been in this part.
That would lead me to believe Sassagelink is going to get it shortly. Oh boy.
Yeah, we need that.
And the map definitely unlocked that to some degree. I don't know that Sausage is going to find it as easily. It's kind of a ways away from where he can see. Like, he'd have to bomb right in that room. Or in this room.
There's a whole column to the right of that just hasn't seen. There's a key door you can take if he wants.
At 4 keys, I think he's just going to start taking some chances. This is going to be probably a transport. No? Well, we're going to find out via Kennedy. Will Kennedy come out in the same room? He's going to go up and see this room. Will he turn around and see if it goes there? Well, he's intending to fight it. We'll see.
Alright, see ya.
Oh, man.
Alright, that's pretty much got the patcher down now.
Will it go to the other room, or will it be the item? Well, that's not what we were looking for.
It's off the list.
It will send him down initially, at least, though. He may end up taking the transport, but he knows there's a door down here.
And then he has the Triforce information, so looking pretty good at finishing up 8 at that point. And he finds the floor heart. Runs into a shoot room, though, that has the compass in it.
Where did Kennedy find the map? Must have been down through that key door.
Yeah, I think it is the second room from the bottom in the R column, 4th column.
Well, Sassagelink has a chance at it now because he knows there's a key door into that room. So if he remembers, he might bomb here. We'll see. Nope.
Alright, Kennedy spends the key to get the compass, and Triforce is just 1 room up from that.
It's reasonable information for him.
Now, does he get shutter door traps?
I feel like this is a Triforce and Go situation for him. Well, what do I know? I felt like he was beelining to it, so I thought maybe he was just going to take it and run.
Okay. He is grabbing it after doing that 1 extra room right there.
9 hearts for Sassagelink. I believe he still has 1 take-any that he hasn't picked up, so he can get to 10 pretty quickly. It'd be pretty wild, but not out of the realm of possibility if Sassage got mags before Kennedy found his way to the White Sword. Sassage is 100% going to spend more time in this 8 than Kennedy. Whether it's all right now or if it's later on when he comes back when he needs the ladder.
Yeah, he's essentially walked to the Triforce twice now. And part of it is like, well, okay, I got stuck in a room, but it's kind of missing where the item actually is because missed the map as well. We are world wrapping to the magical boomerang, so we do get a pickup.
It's going to be happier with this pickup, I think.
Alright, White Swords across the board.
believe Sassage is going back to start momentarily.
Ow.
Yep, this is a bit of a situation where he's kind of forgotten the key door down here that's going to lead him to what he wants. Which I get, but at the same time, he just recalls that being there. He's focused on where he was at, I think. I would say if I'm in Kennedy's shoes, though, I might route 4 back in. I don't know if I'd like absolutely sprint it back there, but it's like I want to say 3 rooms up top plus another 3 rooms in the middle segment for a single item payout.
Yeah, and the way into the segment was not as bad as trying to clear the main portion. Sassage is going to take the Triforce.
This doesn't bode well. We don't know that it's hard required yet, but we know that it does for sure block an item.
So back out on the overworld, kind of catching up a little exploration that each other have seen. Kennedy did the western overworld and is about to find, I believe it was 5.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of how I would route 4 back in. I think in my mind I'd route it back in when maybe if you find the recorder, that'd be the best chance to do it, unless it's in that dungeon, and then well, you're just kind of SOL, I guess.
I mean, we'll probably be back up there at some point because I think there's overworld to do over there.
I can't remember what happened after he left 4. I don't know if he died or if he got clearance done outside of. Maybe he didn't do Death Mountain. Maybe he got other stuff cleared up in the grave. So it sounds like you're routed down through Deadwoods according to our tracker. So it'd be he'd have to find it on his way to Death Mountain as part of the route. Maybe if a power bracelet's picked up, you go that direction just because there's that one power bracelet spot there. May also never need it. Just trying to think about ways to route it in to check that item cheaply enough. I get the sense Sassagelink is going to take about the same amount of time this dungeon.
Oh yeah, looking back at that, he came over from Forgotten Spot, so yeah, seems like Power Bracelet would be the ticket.
Alright, Sassagelink knows there's 2 ladder block spots over there. And one of them has a staircase to the 3rd segment, and the other one either has a staircase to the item or has just a room of sadness.
Well, we got the big 10 hearts on Sassage's side.
Kennedy's key situation is bringing up past memories.
That's maybe why the Kananaki opportunities are top of mind at the moment. And he's grabbed the Triforce of 5 and he is walking away. So now Sassage's turn to fight through the main part of 4.
He's just reconfirming that it was double Gleok, and it is. He's just not happy.
Yeah, red candle, white sword, you can definitely do worse for like a combat loadout. The thing is, like, the levels that we've seen have been interestingly troublesome in their own ways. You can get a Gleok done just fine, but you can't get the item out of this 4.
It's going to be a little bit easier for Sausage to pull off this Gleok fight. It's basically going to come down to, I believe, like 8 hits.
And there we go, Triforce acquired. So both have 4, 5, and 8 now. There's the Death Armos taking EK for Kennedy, so 9 hearts on his side now.
I feel like Sausage is probably going to be looking for bombs. Yeah, Ladder's got Kennedy ahead, but the advantage gained from it is at best so far an item in 4. And I guess a magic boomerang, but that's not really much at this point. Been alright 5 minutes in the seat, but 35 minutes in, not so much.
Well, up on Death Mountain is about where we've got left, both sides of it. Short of finding an item to let us get in more places, which could be in 4, but one player doesn't have the pieces to put that together, and the other is not in a hurry to get back. So instead we have Sync up here.
Yeah, the item progress could be in 4 or 5 at this point. I think we've got opportunities there, but I think Kennedy's key locked out of at least 2 rooms in 5 at this point that he knows of.
Oh yeah, we do have 5.
But again, no hurry from either runner really to get back there just yet. And we do have the lowest 3 dungeon numbers on the board available. We also do have 6 on the list of dungeons known, so either runner at any point could go back there. And that should give Kennedy some keys if he opts to go back there.
Alright, can we buy one of the smaller levels?
Kennedy's farming some P-hats now for... I don't know if he's doing it for a 10 count or if he's just trying to get it out of the way. Getting it out of the way now.
That's good money selling bombs on Death Mountain. Alright, one player going bottom first, and Sausage coming across the top.
That's a wood arrow purchase coming up. Kennedy has a more difficult decision, I think. Alright, West DM's kind of a dud, all things considered.
Yeah, wow.
I don't know that either runner's seen the eastern part, but there's only a handful of caves that you can actually look at over there in Second Quest.
There's an open cave and a bomb cave. And he is going to buy the arrows.
Yeah, hard to pass them up. It looks like it's the rare shop on Death Mountain, so you just gotta take them. But I think I'd be more inclined not to have bought the bombs there. I think I've been more inclined to buy the key. And while the bait would have been nice, I'm not sure that I really would buy that until it's required at this point. We don't have enough money to really operate on. You know, sword to the backside, but he's at almost full health, so more of a nuisance.
Yeah, that's a pinprick at this point.
Regains it all back from the moblins. There's another key staring him right in the face at 87 rupees this time.
Alright, is the open cave anything?
I feel like this is it, so everything's blocked after this.
Wow.
So 1, 2, 3, and 7 are all blocked unless I've missed something. Pretty sure I haven't. So I want to say we are blocked out of 4 dungeons by things not named ladder.
Yeah, they've done Lost Hills.
I don't know that Kennedy's bombed Lost Hills for the Mags spot.
Yeah, okay. That might be something.
He's also got level 6 over here, just like Sassage is returning to it.
Yeah, this is also a bomb spot.
Yeah. At this point, by the way, if I'm Kennedy, I'm 100% going to 4. It's well out of the way from where he's at, sure, but it's... to me, it's the biggest no-brainer play. You get your answer as to what it is in roughly 2 minutes or less, unless it's boss blocked by something else, which I don't think it can be at this point.
Dealing with a huge pile of ropes in level 6.
What Kennedy wanted to see. It barely makes it back off the screen as we're now up to 11 hearts. I mean, if we get to 13, I think we 100% get it.
Curious to see what's behind this Chevy room of blue dark nuts.
Giving it 6, sadness. Yep, sadness.
Wow.
Well, let's see. Quick math this time says, what, 33? So, not a great one. However, I feel like Kennedy's going to be compelled to dig this for sure. And honestly, you're just about digging everything you come across now, including rediving. You know that you're probably at least 2 items away from go, as far as being able to access all your dungeons, and 4 items away from go overall.
And once again, Kennedy has the map.
Yep, Sassage can't get to it for sure, so only chance. Honestly, the best item in here for Sassage at the moment will be the book. He may not realize it if he stumbles upon it and it's that, but it would be the best time for him.
Yeah, I'm realizing now that he was probably trying to bomb into a number of these rooms that just don't exist.
He's currently in the cutoff point. Yeah, there's a lot of these Gibdos.
Similar room up in the top right that gave Kennedy a key just now, and there's another key. What are you guys doing with all these keys? Oh.
Well. And Kennedy gets robbed by the mugger as well, so both runners hit a choke point that's no fun for them.
You don't want to have to walk all the way back to the right necessarily.
That's where this transport ends up going, and I think it leads to a potential push block room, so this could be something for Sassage. I don't know if Kennedy ever came back to this room to clear it.
No.
Yeah, so if this ends up being the item, it's a fast track for Sassage at least to find it.
We were here like way early with no weaponry, so...
We know that the left wall has to bomb.
Can we re-roll Blue Dark Nut and do something nicer? Yes.
It is not it. He is going to bomb left and it will open. I think, wait, am I just off on my...
I think it's in the bottom one.
Is he... Oh, he's one over to the left, my fault. He's got a bomb left here if he wants to see it. I was just one off on my columns.
A 3-headed Gliok in an NSU room with 2 shutter doors, and hey, brother Gliok as well.
I'm surprised Sassage hasn't tried bombing left in this room. Or right for that matter, but I think my first inclination would have been just to try and get away from this room.
If these guys line up nice enough, you could even soften them up a little bit with the bomb too.
I believe Kennedy's had enough of that dungeon. Nope, just pure wedding. I'll say this much: if the item is below the Chevy down here and it's like required, it's gonna be really, really tough for Sassage to get back into this.
Well, he has found the run of Gibdo rooms where they've eaten the keys, so that'll help that bit at least. Now gets the back-to-back Leox. And Kennedy seeing these rooms should be able to take us all the way into the foot level 6 here. So no 40-minute clear this time. This is the Zelda 1 comprehensive exam.
Yeah, this room is rough because you have to essentially bomb to speed it up, or you're just gonna get BMOs to death.
Thank goodness for the heart, for the insurance there.
Yep, we got fiber. This is the room that stymied Sassage's dig into it.
Alright, building back up everything we paid to the guy, and another key.
Yeah, he's collecting every $5 because may eventually have to buy things.
And Sassage can't get back out of the map room.
Uh-oh, here is a staircase room potentially. This is beyond the block.
Yeah. Alright, nice. Got around the dark nut.
Yeah, he still isn't bombing left or right in this room just to get around it quicker, which is a bit unfortunate.
I'm playing it super safe as well, getting into the block on Sassage's side, and this room does push in 6.
Well, great item for Kennedy, given what he's been through, but not what he's probably looking to see.
Maybe get to make some different decisions with the money as well. That's great old man text to be all the way down here.
All right. I mean, you hate to leave this dungeon knowing that you have to find things. The compass, by the way, points to one of the rooms that we can bomb into.
Yeah, and Kennedy now, because he was over there with the transport, is just going to take it this time.
You have to bomb right in the second, or in the room above this. I don't think it was the second floor. I can't remember what's above this.
Something not memorable. I think that may have started the pile of Gibdos with keys.
Let's see. I don't remember what's north of this. I know left and up was Gliak and Gliak. I mean, you just push. Yeah, there you go.
Continuing the sync. Yeah, it's Gibdos.
It's an open room, so both can get to this Triforce unless it's a boss. No, yeah, Sausage, I think you're blocked out of everything else that you know of, man. I think you bomb around in here and maybe just go. Yeah.
Alright, Triforces of 6 acquired.
For those joining from RPG Limit Break, welcome to Pain and Suffering in Zelda 1 Randomizer. The bosses and the enemy sets in this one are not pain and suffering, but boy are the dungeon layouts and the progressive items being annoying.
Yeah, we've walked around in level 8 for a little while. One player walked out with the ladder. Level 6, you need the ladder to get the item out of and get the compass to figure out where that Triforce is. As well as, there really isn't much overworld left. We don't think there's any left, really, so we are looking for items to allow us to access more spots on the overworld.
I'm of the opinion that each runner has maybe 1 or 2 caves left that they have not seen, and combined, we know that everything's locked. Well, Kennedy's going to give Sassage a little bit of extra time, not because he's making a bad decision, but because he's making a decision that won't work out.
Yeah, he has seen the ladder, which is, I believe, 1 room right and 1 room down.
Yeah, not to question someone's decision, but in this case now, I think not going to 4 is a little bit of a question.
But as far as the heart that he's missing, I don't actually think he's too far from it, so he could get away from it pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's only going to take him 2 minutes, assuming Patra doesn't end him first. Or assuming he doesn't take this transport. And he's going to, so never mind. Continue the pain and suffering.
As far as other items outstanding, there are items in levels 4 and 5. The item in level 4 is ladder blocked, so Kennedy could go back there. 5, we've seen some stuff in there, but not an item just yet.
I'm unsure of the question there, Freedom Fighter. I think if you're speaking of the wand fire, that can always potentially cause shenanigans with your 10 count, but I don't think the wand outright, if you're smacking somebody with it, would. Here's another patch of this room. Is extremely unlikely to ever push when it's got a standing item, even with remove.
Well, it's now much safer to cross anyway.
Easier way to cross is usually to contact Bagu.
Alright, I believe Sassage is going to clear out these spots on East DM if he hasn't already seen them. He did mention pregame. I believe he's dealing with a new controller, so he figured maybe screen scrolls are not going to be as crisp as they usually are. But
Yeah, if I remember correctly, one of them is dealing with a new controller and the other one's dealing with an injury, so both are not going to be completely crisp on the screen scrolls. So, basically, one hardware or mechanical issue and one, in D&D terms, we call death by bard.
I think the intent is to walk back to level 4 anyway.
And level 4, unfortunately, is also not going to be the correct answer for him without ladder. He's just kind of forgotten the ladder block there. May also just have other places he doesn't remember whether or not he cleared. I'm trying to think of what else would be up here. Oh no, he's walking the full distance, I get it now.
I see.
And this is the patch we're looking for. Ken takes a bit of a bop there. Have to get out of there now. Well, this should get Sassage to the letter cave.
Yeah, that's definitely something that could be fortunate.
Now, we haven't really seen a lot of red bubbles being on a forced route, but that doesn't mean that won't happen at some point, so getting this could be helpful. In the meantime, I think Kennedy's really pushing his luck to not get the expando patterns in just like full-blown mode. So 11 hearts for Kennedy if he picks it up.
Looks like yes.
And now realizes I should have gone back to 4 a tiny bit sooner, I think.
It's amazing to have 11 hearts and we haven't even seen half the levels.
And we've gotten hearts out of every level, I think, on both sides.
I think that's...
I feel like there's...
probably right.
We've seen Mags, yes, it's in Lost Hills. Alright, Sassagelink is back in the correct dungeon. Has to go find that key door south that he dodged earlier.
It looks like Kennedy's gone to 4.
Will he bomb on the other side of this room? He will. Alright. And now there's an open door down, and I think it has everything he needs. Where was the map, though? This isn't a super room, so how did he miss it? Well, in any event, this is the room he needs to clear, and he'll be thrilled. I feel like he's not going to be that far behind, all things considered. The only thing he's missing is the any key in 6, and he may not ever go back for it, so as long as there's enough keys to get him there. Yeah, I think Sassage is going to be a little bit annoyed with himself in hindsight, just because that key door did exist that he saw the first time in here and just didn't ever think to bomb around it or burn the key outright. Although burning the key on 3 or 4 keys is pretty rough.
So the map was the bottom of column 3.
So he just didn't clear a random enemy in that room?
It was full of hands and it was open doors, so...
I think both of these are push blocks, by the way. I don't think you have to even visit segment number 3. Yep, there's Power Bracelet. If we really want to troll, by the way, we'll put the flute now in 5.
And Ladder River Spud, not the answer for a Sassage, so... Next up on the list. Yeah, well, there's a few power bracelet spots to check up in the northwest, so... Head over there first and then go clean up the other ones, maybe. Alright, not West Death Mountain. What about right next to start? As Sassage is heading to 4. Alright, we found level 2 under the power bracelet. Very tall level 2. And it's got whiz robes.
Well, we haven't seen enough of those yet.
Oh,
Yes.
are we still bubbled?
It looks maybe that way. Oof.
Ow. Well, Sassage with the power bracelet is now going to get a start on these same things. Alright, once more with feeling in level 2. And yeah, getting pretty much the same route to these spots out of Sassage, so here he comes to level 2 as well. And hello to four-headed Gliak. And we can continue the theme if there is another Gliak down below him. But that was not a bomb wall, so probably not. And there's the bow.
Well, that's some excitement. Finally, we get one of the other required items. Another heart, so hey, even more excitement. We are close to Mag, so I'm sure everybody's thrilled.
And Compass tells us we don't have to deal with that Wizard Bubble Room, but oh, these guys are here.
Don't underestimate us.
Well, that is another item we need to finish the game checked off the list, so that is good.
Well, the nope ropes are continuing to nope.
Come on.
There we go. Will we have more of them? No. Very free room after that.
And just like that, Kennedy is done in level 2. So let's go check off the next power bracelet spot. Bow for Sassage. And he gets to contend with the blue noodles.
I'm sure he'll be just as excited. First, the compass, though. He looks so happy to see them. Oh, they're actually going to pattern it the way he wanted to. He just held on a bit longer. Almost worked.
Yeah. 51 and 70 on the potions.
Yeah, I think you just go to the fairy fountain and then turn around and clear that if you want. So will we find something out of these other power bracelet spots, or will we make the walk of shame to 5?
Fingers crossed for the arrow.
Yep, the second quest magical sword spot is money. Which we might take, even though it's 9 rupees probably. 31. And we get to welcome another channel to Pain and Suffering. For those just entering, it is a quad block of dungeons that is trolling. Both runners missed something somewhat. I don't know if they like outright missed it, but they decided not to go back to an item for a while in one case, and the other one just kind of didn't see the key door down on their map, so they didn't realize that they missed 2 rooms they could enter. Between those two, we got a very solid, I would say it's pacing for the hour 40 finish at this point.
So Kennedy into level 5, and this is the item that we are able to grab at this point.
Yep, will it be Raft or will it be the Recorder? That's really the question. If it's the Raft, then I would say the next item almost has to be the Recorder. Double Raft block is a possibility, but I think we've seen it twice so far in all the races.
And Sassa's does make it this time and finishes level 2 out.
I don't know for sure that you needed the bow out of 2 to get the item in 5. I think we needed the map. That was a question being posed in chat. I don't think that Goma yet has blocked anything. I think mostly they just didn't know where to go when they were first here.
They were both generally here with a little less weaponry as well, so now with everything that we have and a map in hand and a 13th heart.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I'd be picking that bags up after clearing this dungeon. No shame in it. That is a little bit sus to be Zelda's room. Which means this payday is required. Pretty sure if he walks up, it's a trap. I don't think we'll see it, though. I think we'll see this item here.
And yep, Recorder rather than Raft. So now we can do a sweep of the Recorder spots.
There's one not 3 screens away from this screen, and then there's a couple on the right side of Hyrule, there's a couple on the left. However, there's Mags 3 screens north of here, and you better believe it, he's going there.
Yeah, now we fight... Oh, if we can get there, but now we fight back against everything that this seed has done.
Given that the heart is pretty much guaranteed to be on Sassagelink's way in 5 when he gets there, I'm gonna make a wild guess that both runners end on Megs. The new question is, will Kennedy make it to a screen with a dungeon on it? Yes. At least if it's here.
We'll make it to a screen.
Yeah, you can get in there fast enough. They don't turn down in time.
The ultimate safety recording. Level 7 is at the Eastern Coast Recorder spot.
Will he Triforce and go this dungeon if he gets an early try? Let's see how ugly it is. I think the answer will be yes, based on that.
Looks like 30 room level 7. So level 6 bigger than level 7. You love to see it. Oh.
Will he take a transport staircase if he finds it?
It's quite a ways away, so if a room looks like it's gonna push, might as well just take a look and see what's inside. Oh my goodness.
Well, you don't need the hearts anymore, so that's a pretty easy one. And you get an old man in return. No, you get a bait block.
Wow.
Which is potentially required depending on what's going on elsewhere. It looks safe, but you never truly know. If it's required, I leave 7 and I look for 1 or 2, by the way. It is not required.
Yeah. The dream was there for a moment. What do we have in here?
An important item.
That's pretty good.
So that potentially puts Kennedy into jet mode at this point. You can probably gamble on the 2 raft spots and just hope 1 and 2 or 1 and 3, excuse me, are not there. And this is a staircase, so we're taking this for sure.
Yeah, like, does this get us any closer? A lot closer.
Yep, you gotta spend a bomb? We are. We're gonna try at least. In the meantime, Sausage managed to avoid the heart, but does get to the flute, so it's now gonna be in the same sort of situation that Kennedy's in. The question becomes, where will he go first? Because he almost has to... If he goes to the flute spot that's closest, then he's potentially going to be on the same route, just like 3 minutes behind-ish. Looks to be the case, so it's going to be a close race still.
Yeah, I like it. Alright, do we have anything in the desert?
Nope, something we can't afford. I might have gotten on this first dip in, that's true. Didn't think about that. Sassage is technically down a heart container from maximum, thanks to a candle from a take anyone before he saw the Armos red candle.
Yeah.
He just has to go right through the key door here at some point, and that will get him 2 silvers, and then the staircase after gets him the try. So it's impossible to miss. He's actually potentially going to be thankful of this bait block when he hits it.
Desert Recorder was a dud, so East Death Mountain Recorder time.
Well, unless the seed's broken, there will be a recorder spot opening. That would be a fun time if the seed was broken.
And Sausage pays the Mugger room with money, because still speculating on Magical Sword.
Well, that he did have a lot more money, so he had the choice. The other runner did not have a choice. He was poor.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it is one expensive blue candle, but above the first blue candle shop they found was actually the first Taking Cave of the game as well. And that's where Sausage decided to take his candle.
And I think he's being costly in terms of not being able to mags, which is a little bit detrimental, but it's not the end of the world. White Sword's at least available for free. Alright, so suddenly we're down to one flute spot, unless you missed the start location flute spot.
Alright, welcome to level 1.
So based on that, I think he's only got one flute spot left, and I think now probably would be compelled to go ahead and grab a raft out of here, presuming it's here. If the raft isn't here, well, that makes life extremely simple. And in this case, I think he's taking the try and one, maybe because the one spot, if it's not there, he can just flute back to one. Where else has he not seen, I guess? This is to this spot. Okay, so he's keeping his health. That's fair.
And yeah, I guess we have this spot as well, so...
Yep, this is the one that I didn't think he hit. So this will either be level 3 or we're turning around and going to 1.
We're going back.
He's shaking his head, so I'm pretty sure he knows he's going back, unless... what else would he be... Oh, he's got to get off the screen. Duh. Back to 1. Don't forget, we still have a lot of level 9 potentially to look at, too, so... Seed is definitely not done with the runners.
Nice compact level 1 after everything we've been through, as it is Sausage's turn to knock out the recorder spots. Stair item is the raft.
The second item in here will sleep forever. Now, are we going to be nice and put it on level 4? Or are we going to make him world wrap? I'm going to go with make him world wrap.
I mean, to the thought of keep digging, you're also an hour and a half into the seed.
Yeah, it's not a ton of room, so I guess you could hope for a red ring, and we're not going to have to world wrap. Yeah, so now up an A and see what we can find. Sassage could potentially save just a little bit of time if he goes past the Triforce. Everything but the bait required in this one. The lyre not required for an overworld block, but it blocked the power bracelet, which was required.
It's also blocked a couple of these levels, but that's kind of moot after you've already had to block once.
Yeah, I don't much track the redundant blocks. Once we find it, it's just like, okay, got the one out of the way. Oh hey, more Patras. Nothing for free here.
And this one you at least have to contend with a little bit to get around. Trapped in expando mode, but got it done.
Yeah, Ringer book, both equally helpful. I think you do clear this room just to see if it is. No.
Well, you said ring and we got rang.
I think he literally picks it up in any other circumstances. If it's like any of the other items available, wand, book, or red ring, I think gets picked up. It's legitimately the only item left that was not worth it.
I just got some Gibdos guarding the Triforce, so now we got the full set of 8 and we can go into level 9.
Now we get to see how much pain and suffering it allows. It isn't that far away. It's only like a screen to the right of level 4.
Alright, so roar and door time. We got red bubbles right out the gate.
Somehow it just decided to turn around. That's pretty forgiving, all things considered. Could potentially have Zelda immediately. Yes, we do.
Wow. So we'll come back there to collect our princess.
I think we're probably taking the stair now. Oh, there's blue bubbles. That's actually helpful too.
Oh yeah, for sure. And a map.
Do we
And
want that
wizards.
map that bad? We do. So we look to be missing a column again.
Yeah, that's probably the size of 8 alone is driving that.
Oh, and a roar, so rip the dream of an hour 40 seed. Unless Ganon really bops him around through red potion. Oh. Almost. Oh, potion.
Alright. One more hit, I think.
Yeah. So revised estimated time of like 135x.
Alright, Gan is defeated. Triangle collected. Back to that door that didn't open earlier.
Meanwhile, chat points out red ring in the room with the raft, so it was the floor drop in the same room.
Wow.
Not enough to get Sassage caught back up, unfortunately.
Old man next to Zelda doesn't think the seed's beatable, but we'll show him. And finishing first is Kennedy with a time on race time of 1:35.39. GG and my goodness.
Too much fun. Well, hello there, Kennedy.
Hey, man, that was a seed.
So first things first, just to add a little bit of insult to injury, had you cleared the room that the raft was in, the red ring was on the floor for you.
I've been after we finished. You know, the nice thing about the 15-minute delay is I can sort of log on to Twitch, and I've been sort of watching the end, and I saw that because I almost cleared that manhandla and said, well, I'll just see what's in here first. And it was like an hour 30 at that point, and I was like, I just got to get out of here. I thought, you know, a red ring or the book would have been nice for 9, but you know, I thought I was gonna see that done any second.
Yeah, you were hoping this item would be something. It was the only item I think you would not have picked up.
Yes, yeah, that's exactly right. I was hoping on this one that it was either red ring or book. That's probably, I mean, that's what I would have gone down for. But yeah, of course it was, you know, a boomerang that I didn't need.
Yeah, I think you may have thought about the wand just to help you get through some stuff, just in case you got bubbled.
Bubbled, yeah. Yeah, it was. This was so last night. This was very much started like my seed last night. There's a lot of seed bleed. I had red candle as the Armos, boomerang on the coast, silvers and 7. And but this went much slower. I felt like there was just no progress for the first hour, and really some of it was, you know, my own fault. I'm looking back. I thought I had the ladder early and just waited way too long to go back into 4 to get the item, and then I thought I was bow blocked in 5, but I had just mismarked a door coming out of that transport. So that was, you know, at an hour in, and I think I had 3 or 4 Triforces, and I thought I was way behind.
Yeah, it turns out the map was not found by Sassagelink in 8, and he forgot that there was a key door going south that led in the direction of where the ladder was. So he cleared a lot of 8 and bailed, as he noted, I think. And that just kind of slowed him way down for the longest time. Ended up that you two were probably like 2 minutes apart getting into 7, maybe 3. But you accelerated just a little bit faster after that.
Yeah, 7 turned out to be actually pretty kind as far as 7s goes. Like, you couldn't miss the silvers, and then the transport just popped you out right next to the Triforce. Because that's when I thought about when I found 7 and still had all the recorder checks, and I still had 1 and 3 outstanding. I thought about just leaving 7 until after I checked for 1 and 3, but because there were so many left and still, you know, outstanding rafts, I figured I'd give it a shot.
Wonder if Sassage is going to get trolled by the push block spiral staircase there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, as you mentioned, we kind of, or at least I was kind of mentioning it repeatedly, but it was just a question of how long it would take you to go back to 4 as kind of the dungeon that you would go back to, because at that point, from what we saw, I think it was 5 rooms left. So you basically have 5 rooms for piece of item knowledge, but it was kind of out of the way. So when was it going to be big enough? I guess, like, what was going to be that point where you're just like, okay, I've just got to do this?
Yeah, and I think part of it was that I spent I'm trying to think, was 4 my first dig? Yeah, 4 was my first dig, and I spent so much time in there and like got nothing, and then at that point I was like, I can't spend the whole seed in this one dungeon. I have to find something a little easier, and then I kind of honestly just kind of forgot that I only had a few rooms left, and that's sort of a mental mistake of once I got the ladder, really, I think, there was just a handful of rooms that I still had to do, and that would have certainly sped this along.
Yeah, I think what caused Sassage the most time was 6 without the ladder. It means he could not get the compass, could not get the any key. So he was basically also couldn't get the map, potentially. Something like that. Like, all 3, I think, were
map was in a Chevy room.
So he basically had to, I guess, find his way back up to the open door of the Triforce eventually. He just happened not to go that way for the longest time. And that kind of kept him from getting any sort of lead on you. And then I think, arguably, I guess 2, you were a little bit quicker to get through because, again, he just did not find the map for the longest time there. Hey, there's the book.
Oh, nice.
We'll take that. So that gave you a little bit of leeway. And then, again, 9 entries, I think he was coming up on 9 as you finish. So it's just you kind of follow the open path and he has, and that's what's caused the difference here for the moment.
Yeah, it was, Zelda's real quick, but honestly just a little lucky there with deciding to take, kind of go left and bomb down. I think I had a 25-minute 9 last night, so I was, happy to be a little quicker today.
Yep, I'm sure you were also happy to find the Iniki this time.
Yes. Yeah, that was, for as much, I think I saw most of the rooms in 6, and the Iniki was, like, very late in the dig for me, but when I found it, I was, like, happy it wasn't, like, a boomerang or something that, would have been a little frustrating for a long dig, so, and that was early enough, a little before an hour, but still, still had enough dungeons left to make it useful, so definitely sped up some of those other dungeons,
Yeah.
I was a little worried about bombs. I was down to like 1 bomb in 1, but caught a couple bomb packs later. I was a little, if 9 was going to be resource intensive, I was a little worried about that. But so I meant to go back and get the upgrade in 5. I was going to grab it, but ended up over at the item, and then it's like I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, just kept going back there with like awkward timing and awkward amounts of money, so neither Sausage hasn't bought one either.
Yeah, I think actually what happened is I had the money in 5, and then I think it was in 5 maybe, I hit a mugger and gave the money. But I might be thinking of 7, because I think I paid the mugger in 7. I paid a heart in 7, so I think I paid the money in 5.
Yeah, there were 3 of them that we saw, so probably a good chance.
Yep, your opponent paid 3 times and you paid twice and heart once, and 7 just threw you into a bait block.
Yeah.
Which, of course, turns you around. If that had been an open room up, then, maybe you get unlucky and just walk around silver, so perhaps it's for the best.
Yeah, and I was worried for a split second that it was going to be a required meat block, because I don't think I had enough money at that point to buy the meat. So it's going to be tough.
Oh, we're going to find out there's another staircase up there, perhaps. Yep, I think with that, are you now officially team 2 and 2, or are you?
1 and 2. I still have tomorrow night. Malkier and I are playing, I think, at 9:30.
Nice.
So yeah, and yeah, 3. I'd hoped to spread them out a little bit, but just my schedule. So three games in a row. There'd be a lot of seed bleed going on for me because I have not been playing a lot lately. So three games in 3 days for me. Hopefully, maybe another red candle to start. We'll see.
Yeah, that ended up being a little bit of a detriment again for your opponent. Got the blue candle from a taking 1, left him at 12 hearts, so didn't quite have the hearts from Magical Sword. Slowed him down a little, but not a lot.
Yeah, it was just like really heavy like Gibdo dungeons that just took a while to kill, and some of those were like there's one room that was like 8 Gibdos and a quad shooter, and it was like just not great.
Alright, so Gan fight coming up here. If he goes up, I think there's a chance he eventually finds the staircase up. So if he doesn't get trolled by that room, he's going to find his way to Zelda quickly here. So it'll spit him out right in front of Zelda's door. Which, for his sake, hopefully it is.
Just letting a few extra arrows fly while we're out there.
Yeah. Not up and A immediately, so there's a shot. I think it's only like 3 rooms away from Ganon.
Yeah, I think if he bombs... Yeah, if he goes up and then to the right, I think.
Which is a key door, but he's going to do it, so I think he's going to go through the staircase. Well, no, it's actually down because this room's annoying.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe there's another staircase even beyond that. Oh, never mind. That'll also help. Let's turn around.
Oh.
That makes life much easier.
Yeah.
Still bubbled, but I don't think anything is in the way now.
Pancakes just don't get eaten.
Yeah.
Alright, so 147.49. So with the way the tournament works, I think we've got enough 3-1s now where those eat up all the wild cards, so this is for pride at this point, but a good showing for both.
Yeah, I was hoping I just wanted to get out of here with hopefully 1 win, so happy to just be competitive. GG, Sassage.
GG's, Kennedy. That was a rough one there.
Oh my goodness, so just like banging my head against the wall for an hour.
Yeah, I spent a ton of time in 8 really early. Never found the ladder in there. Found the Triforce, got the heart, but yeah, never went back until I ran out of options.
Yeah, the ladder slowed you down. You were only like 2 minutes behind to the power bracelet, so just a little bit more slipped away as it went on from there. I think most of it in 9. I think the natural progression, the diamond staircase right in front of Zelda with the pancakes, is the one that Kennedy took, and it leads him 1 room below the blue Wizrobe reverse C with the map in it that you walk through. And so he just really ordered 9 extremely, and that made it go from what I would consider about a 5-minute difference to a 12-ish minute difference. So it was a lot closer than maybe the time reflects at the very end, but yeah.
Yeah, it definitely went a lot quicker once I got that ladder. I think hour, 10 minutes in, I only had, 3 Triforces, and finally found the ladder, and then just everything fell into place at that point.
Yeah, you missed the map, which, according to like a revisit of the VOD, was at like It was in the third room on the bottom of 8, and you missed killing an enemy in there, and that would have given you a little bit more information that you could maybe bomb right. There's also a key door into that area just below the Patra room that you saw but then went away from and didn't get back to. So either one of those maybe get you to the ladder a bit quicker. Unfortunately, just missed both of them. And of course, the ladder blocked map in 6 made that really difficult to dig as well. The Innie key was beyond the Chevy room that you couldn't get past at the choke point down there.
Okay, yeah, I figured whatever was in 6 had to be ladder blocked at that point. I spent a bunch of time in there too, clearing everything out that I could.
Compass was also down there for added fun as well.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. 7, you both took the same route. I mean, that's pretty hard not to take that route, I think. Trying to think. 5 maybe took you a little bit longer to dig through by a room or two. And then I think 1, you cleared the manhandle, which gave you an added bonus going 9, but otherwise you did the same there. So I don't know that you lost a ton of time outside of, just maybe being a little bit behind to the power bracelet 2 or 3 minutes, and then it expanded a little bit more just by maybe a little bit of combat. Plus, again, the 9 dig just didn't go your way this time. So.
Yeah, the 9s have been pretty brutal for me this tournament, but yeah, I don't mind it.
Nine giveth and 9 taketh away. Sometimes really friendly.
Yeah, my luck usually isn't good for a friendly 9.
All right. So with that, I think you got out with a win and a couple of losses. So you got a win in there under your belt as well. But I think that concludes. Yeah, I think that concludes your tournament, does it not?
Yes, it does.
Well, it was definitely a tough flag set, as I found out, as well as my tournament's also over. So one of those where a lot of one-off matchups can either go your way or they don't. And sometimes you win them, and sometimes you don't.
Yeah, I think that was definitely my my motto for this tournament, because yeah, it just went bad for most of it. And last night I got lucky. I had a seed go pretty friendly for me, but that was it.
Yeah, I believe you caught Antlers, did you not?
Yes.
Yeah, so it didn't ruin his first place finish over Sci-Town, but it definitely it took the wind out of his sails or his momentum out a little bit, maybe help somebody down the road. And then Kennedy with a win here and a close call against Sci-Town. So definitely a close group in the end, despite what the records reflect.
Yeah, I think we were a pretty well matched up group. It was a lot of fun.
And as a quick scheduling note, I think we're probably going to send you to Speedgaming 5 here momentarily, just because there's a match going on over there. Maybe turn it to the two of you for any final thoughts on the seed or tournament or whatever you'd like to say.
Yeah, I just I've been having a ton of fun. Had been sort of taking a little time off, hadn't played in several months, and I've been really enjoying the flag set. It's been difficult, but it's been a lot of fun. And thank you. I'm trying to see who's. I didn't see who the tracker was, but thank you, Fury and Smile Fires. Again, 2 nights in a row. Thank you. And thank you to. I'm trying to see who's the. Was it?
Deus Ex Machina on track.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. The trackers are the key to keeping everybody informed.
Yeah, somehow I'm 3 for 3 on commentary for your games. I don't know how that happened.
Well, I appreciate it. I really do. And GG, Sausage. This was fun, and great match last night. So, good tournament.
Yeah, GG's Kennedy. It's a lot of fun. Hopefully I can make it out to Virginia next month for the on-site tournament. But That's yet to be determined. And thank you, Fury, Smilefires, Dave Six. Really appreciate you guys putting the stream on for us.
Yeah, our pleasure. And yeah, thanks to everybody in chat for coming out for this one as well. Thank you to Fury SK, my co-commentator. Thank you to Deus Ex Machina for tracking. There's another game in progress, as we mentioned, on Speedgaming 5. I can check that out over there. We have 3 days left of the group stage. So all finishing up in a hurry here, and we'll move on to brackets. So plenty more exciting action to come. This is a cash tournament. You can donate to the prize pool if you like. There's a link for SGLIVE commands that will lead you to the right place for that. And there is the in-person event coming up in Herndon, Virginia in the start of October. So if people want to come along to that, we'll be happy to have you. Anything else, Fury?
No, I think the cutoff was just a couple days ago, was it not, for this tournament, but they can always contribute to the next one, right?
Cutoff for bonuses happened. They can still put
cutoff
money
for
in the
bonuses,
pot.
fair.
But yeah, we're number 1 overall. If you want to make number go up more, still can do that.
Yep, definitely do that then. But yeah, fun matchup, and I guess we'll go see how the other one's doing now, see if they're having just as much fun as these two had.
Alrighty. And with that, have a good night, everybody. See you in the next race.